What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys. Let's get into it. What inspired me to make this video, and I was genuinely about to go to bed, you guys. I genuinely was about to go to sleep. But I was checking on X.com here, just going through some things. And whether you like Alex Jones or you don't like Alex Jones, this is not me trying to talk about that, right? This is just me saying Alex Jones, somebody who, if we click on him, has 4.1 million followers, okay? He's got 4.1 million followers. He made this post here. It already has 295,000 views. My videos, for reference, I get like 1,000 views on average for every Bitcoin Cash video I make. So just an enormous amount. This was made 5 hours ago, okay? Oftentimes on X, you get more views than you have subscribers, okay? So I'm sure this will get millions of views in no time. This is a whole must-watch, share documentary on Roger Ver. And the thing is, I haven't watched all this yet. I'm making this in anticipation of this. 28 minutes, 26 seconds. I'm going to assume, because this has been Roger's style a lot lately, this has been his style, is that he's stepping away from Bitcoin Cash. I don't think he's stepping away from it in an investing standpoint. I think that he is still investing in it. I think he's got probably a lot of Bitcoin Cash, you guys. Like truly, I really do. I think he's stepping away from it in a sense of there's been bad blood. There's been things that have negatively impacted his life from a legal perspective, you know, like genuinely, and it's revolved around his whole journey, his whole crypto journey, which a lot of it has had to do with the upbringing of Bitcoin and other cryptos and Bitcoin Cash specifically. And I don't think he's trying to talk about all of that specifically in this video. I think he's trying to talk about what's going on with him, right? What's like why he's being attacked, and from a fundamental perspective, why freedom and stuff like that is so important. I'm assuming I haven't watched the video. I'm assuming right now, you know, it's like the same stuff. All I'm saying is, in my assumption, I also assume that he's probably not talking about Bitcoin Cash, because I think it's very obvious who he is and what he is to Bitcoin Cash. I think everybody knows that. He doesn't need to say it again. He's not saying this he's not doing this to market Bitcoin Cash, and I don't think he wants to give anybody a reason to believe that. He's marketing this for himself. He's this is something else. And then the benefits of that to Bitcoin Cash is that BCH, Roger Ver, did not make Bitcoin Cash, but he is Bitcoin Jesus. He literally is. He's got the name. Nobody else has the name. And when people start to piece together that he was there in the beginning and that he's been largely misunderstood and misrepresented, and then they start to hear some of the things or the projects that he has supported very heavily in his time and that he still supports, that could bring some attention. There's a whole new class of Bitcoin Cash investors, you guys, that videos like this are going to bring about. That's all I'm trying to say. It's something to get excited for. We're going to talk about the price. We're going to do that stuff too, but I don't know how well I said it. I don't know if I'm using the best words or not, but this is, whether he talks about it or not, you guys, Roger Ver, his face, this is bullish for Bitcoin Cash. And I want to just take a moment and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. That, and to be fair, the only time that I doubted you was when we were at the absolute lowest tier, and it looked like all these things, man. It looked like it's absolute worst, and I said we'd need nothing shy of a miracle to make me think that 20K is back on the table. But I full-heartedly believe 20K is back on the table, you guys. I think every narrative we built up for Bitcoin Cash this cycle, this moment here is just another test of our faith of that, right? And that's okay. Faith can be tested. I'm talking about a 20K price. Maybe it happens. Maybe we go through the roof. Perhaps we don't even get to 10K. You never know the future. I absolutely expect that nothing less than new all-time highs would do for Bitcoin Cash by the end of this cycle. And if we're going to see new all-time highs, 13K would be the minimum target. If we're going to see new all-time highs based on this fib, technically 5,500 to 10K would be I would think we stop probably closer to 10K at a minimum. But 22K, 23K, it's still there. It's still multiple fibs, very significant fibs that suggest this. And for anybody to think that Bitcoin Cash can't achieve these targets, you guys, we don't know how explosive Bitcoin Cash can be when it's outside of this range here, right? We don't know how much catching up to do. And the thing is Bitcoin Cash right now, from a fundamental perspective, it's only gotten better since its inception. Since the hard fork, Bitcoin Cash has only gotten better, okay? And now we're having public recognition. And whether he talks about it or not, again, I haven't seen the whole video. I've only seen like the first 2 minutes of it. I'm going to watch the whole thing after this, but I wanted to make this video first, at the risk of sounding ignorant to not knowing. Watch him just dog Bitcoin Cash in this. I used to support Bitcoin Cash, but now I think it's a scam. Watch him just totally dog on Bitcoin Cash in this video. I doubt it. We all know that's not true. Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. I mean, I haven't seen this video, but I would expect that it doesn't happen. But this is, again, whether he talks about Bitcoin Cash or not, people are going to learn about him. People are going to take an interest in him. Alex Jones has taken an interest in him. And Alex Jones, I guarantee you, this guy does his research. Whether it's accurate research, whether it's inaccurate research, that's not for me to say, right? Whether you appreciate him, whether you don't appreciate him, that's not for me to say. You know, I'm just saying that he is an influencer. He is somebody that reaches the masses, and to me it does seem as though he does his research before he says a lot of things. You know, he says some things without doing research as well, and sometimes that bites him in the ass. But I would assume, all I'm trying to say by this is that he is probably aware of Bitcoin Cash and what it actually is compared to Bitcoin, right? And it's very obvious. And I think that there will be multiple people who make these dots, who connect these dots, and the same rhetoric that I've been saying for months now, basically this whole cycle, is that this breakout of this consolidation phase, this breakout of this multi-cycle consolidation phase that Bitcoin Cash has been in its whole existence, what this is going to do is it more than just price discovery, more than doing something that we've never done before, more than how bullish that in itself is already. We're going to have public acceptance, public recognition. This movement, it doesn't even have to see new all-time highs. It doesn't even have to break out of its prior cycle's highs. And it will. It's going to happen. I'm just saying it doesn't even have to do that. All it has to do is break this, and this is going to trigger interest across the space. Everybody is going to rethink Bitcoin Cash. They're going to rethink what they know about it. They're going to study to make sure that they know that it is a scam. I shouldn't put my money into it. Why would I put my money into it? Oh, that's why. Oh, it is better than, it's faster. It's cheaper. It's everything that these crazy Bitcoin Cash people have been saying the whole time. I just needed the price to pump for me to give it a chance to look. There are people out there who are like that, and in fact, the majority of people are like that, you guys. What I'm saying by all this, it's very clear, I hope, is that this is validation for Bitcoin Cash in the space, in the community. We already have validation. It's already there. Big names are talking about it. Roger Ver himself is a big name in crypto, but big names beyond just these two people are talking about it, right? The price is the last step. And when it happens, I genuinely believe, and I've said these words so many times, but I'm going to say it again at the cost of seeming like a raving lunatic. I think we're going to wish that we've been complaining this whole time about the price underperforming what we expected it to do. I think we're going to look back at this as the most obvious missed opportunity to just throw your whole life savings into it, right? I very much believe Bitcoin Cash is on the brink of stealing the spotlight from the whole crypto space, of making people rethink the whole BTC is the best Bitcoin version. I think that we are on the precipice of that. And all I'm asking for, all I'm saying here, man, is just give it a little time. We've got 20 days left in this month. I want to see this month close green. I want to see us close green. I want to see us close above these highs even. And if not by the end of this month, certainly next month we have to get there. But I think if and when we break out, I don't think it's appropriate to determine how far up or how far down the cycle is going to go until we know what this next move brings us, okay? If we can't even break out, if by the end of March we're not even out of here, you guys, Bitcoin Cash is broken. Something's happened. Everything I've said, I meant it as I said it, but something's going on that we're not aware of, right? Maybe Roger Ver did give up on Bitcoin Cash. Maybe he's telling people behind closed doors that it's actually not what he thought it was. I don't know. I haven't heard him talk about it in a while, but I don't think that's true at all. I think that he's probably just as bullish as he ever was, right? Bitcoin Cash is only developed in a more fundamental beneficial way than it was at its inception. At least I think. I think it's only grown. It hasn't degressed. It's only progressed. And I'm getting off on a whole nother tangent here, but I very much do believe that we're about to rip. I think that we're about to see new highs, and I want to see, before I continue to just say 23K, 20K, 20K, all this it's just going to happen, and we're blindly believing in it. Before we get to that, I want to see how we perform on this. Okay, I want to see how this next move performs. I very much do believe that we will see 20 to 13K, but it's very possible we could stop at 5 to 10K. This whole move down has made me rethink that. Validate everything that we've been saying, validate everything we've been thinking about. You show us a move that makes us wish we were sorry that we ever doubted you, that makes us wish we bought more and we sold everything that we ever owned to buy more at these levels here. Show us a move like that, and 20K might not be high enough. That's all I'm saying. So this was less TA, more of kind of a pep talk, I guess. Go watch that video if you like Roger Ver, if you like Bitcoin Cash. I liked the intro. I thought it was a good intro so far. Roger Ver knows how to bring the drama sometimes, man. I mean that in a good way, right? There's people who are good at when I say dramatizing, I feel like people think of it as such a bad thing, but drama, people love drama, right? Like it captivates you, it interests you, and people who don't like Roger, they might roll their eyes whenever they see this, but I think the intro is good. I think it's very fitting and it makes sense. I don't know. It's probably nothing new that anybody's already aware of or not aware of if you followed up with Roger Ver and just his whole journey so far. I'm sure nothing new is going to happen in this, but again, I haven't seen the whole video. I've only seen like the first couple minutes of it, so we'll see. I might eat my words on some things. Maybe there's a bunch of new stuff in there that I'm unaware of, but monthly basis here, RSI at an area you'd expect it to find support, lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. Fine with that, as long as we actually do close. We want this month. That would only be true if we close this month above, if I can get it, close above 322, and I think we will. I very much think we will. Weekly RSI, getting there, lower lows as well, higher lows in price, good, not a bad thing. Dropped a lot, not a lot of volume, perfect. The volume that did come in was at the low. It's literally on the wick, all the volume on that buy. So we're bleeding a little bit here, but we're oversold. We're in a downtrend in the daily time frame. Lower lows here, lower highs here. I suspect that on this next one, we'll do one of two things. We'll either break through and start a new trend, or we'll form a higher low, not a lower low. We won't touch this trend, and then on that next attempt, we would be breaking out something higher. But the daily RSI, I think, it doesn't look good at this moment. It looks like it's at a position to bounce, so probably over the days, over the weeks, we will see some upside. But it looks like it's in a good position to flip things around, to flip the script, right? You are only at your absolute worst right before things turn around, right? And you were in a downtrend here as well. Downtrend, only at your worst. That's when things started to turn around a little bit there, right? Even found resistance, then found support. Similar, exactly this kind of idea is what I'm expecting to see over the coming weeks probably. But I got nothing else for you guys. Up from here. I definitely believe we're moving up from here. If we move down, we're at 317 now. I mean, the lowest I'd give us is like just below 300, but I doubt we move too much lower if at all. And then up only, man. That's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Go watch this video if you want to, right? I'm going to watch it right now, so yeah, peace.